whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
Would you want to be king, queen, duke, or duchess? The ability to wage war, unlimited riches, and power sounds nice? Well, think again. These are the actual duties of the royal family.
Today, the United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy, which means the king or queen's powers are severely limited.
In modern times, royal assent is always granted, as the British monarchy no longer has the power to veto or refuse to sign a bill. In fact, the last veto was that of Queen Anne in 1707, refusing to grant arms to Scottish militias. This formality marks the final stage of the legislative process.
The last time a sovereign appeared in person at Parliament for this purpose was during the reign of Queen Victoria in 1854.
But royal assent is most commonly granted in writing via what are called letters patent.
Perhaps the most significant ceremony she performs is the annual opening of Parliament. Each May, a new session of Parliament begins.
Over the course of her decade-long reign, she has only been absent from this duty a few times. In addition, the Queen organized an extravagant dinner at Buckingham Palace for visiting heads of state.
These formal events usually include elaborate menus and goodwill toasts. Many American presidents who visit the United Kingdom on official state visits have received this treatment, including the Bushes and Obama.
The Queen, of course, did not do this alone.
Prince Philip helped shoulder some of her responsibilities for decades. Their children, Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward, also take on royal duties full-time, as have some of the royal grandchildren.
Some members of the royal family are considered full-time working royals, dedicating their time solely to performing official duties on behalf of the monarchy. Others, however, balance royal responsibilities with their own careers outside of the royal family.
The Queen's granddaughters, for example, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, both also have jobs outside the royal family.
Princess Eugenie has worked as a benefit auctions manager at the online auction house Paddle 8 in New York, as an associate director at the Hauser & Wirth Art Gallery in London. Overall, the royal family works as a form of public service.
Royal labor usually means attending a wide range of functions, from public charity events to private meetings, openings, and just about everything in between.
The Queen herself has undertaken a lot of these, but anyone in the family is eligible to attend as a royal representative. Another big component of royal duties is entertaining. The royal family hosts an estimated 70,000 individuals every year for different official events.
One of the biggest series of events each year are the Royal Garden Parties, which host 30,000 people in London and Edinburgh throughout the summer.
Those attending usually work in public service. Twice a year at these garden parties, on New Year's and the Queen's birthday, the Queen announced a list of people who would receive knighthood and appointments into royal orders.
Some of the more famous individuals who have received knighthoods include Anthony Hopkins, Elton John, Dame Judi Dench, Alfred Hitchcock, and Richard Branson. One
of the most significant and meaningful duties of royal family members is to act as patron to charities. These charities usually reflect their interests.
Each high-ranking member of the family chooses a variety of charities to patronize.
During her reign, Queen Elizabeth II has been patron to over 600 charities and organizations, raising over £1 billion. Some of the charities and organizations she has been associated with include the British Red Cross, Cancer Research UK, Save the Children UK, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, and the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, majored in art history at the University of St. Andrews, and now patronizes a number of arts organizations, including London's National Portrait Gallery.
Prince Harry, along with his wife, Meghan Markle, announced their decision to step down as senior members of the British royal family in January of 2020. The arrangement was finalized in March 2020, following negotiations with the Queen and other senior members of the royal family.
As was speculated, the couple, who left full-time royal work in March of 2020, will no longer keep their patronages, which is their royal involvement with numerous UK charities.
Although they still retain the titles of His and Her Highness, they have stopped using them. They also still hold their Duke and Duchess titles. As previous official ambassador to the United Kingdom and head of the Commonwealth of Nations, the Queen made many voyages.
The Queen prepares for her brief tour of the islands, which hold a special place in our history, for they form the oldest self-governing colony in the empire.
Her children and grandchildren have also been known to undertake these Commonwealth trips in her stead.
In the wake of the United Kingdom's vote to leave the European Union, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, in particular, have been recruited to visit European nations and conduct a so-called charm offensive.
As you can imagine, the mail sent to the royal family piles up. Fan letters, patronage requests, invitations to formal functions. On average, the members of the royal family receive and respond to around 100,000 pieces of mail annually.
The Queen herself is shown almost all of her correspondence on a daily basis by one of her private secretaries.
But one thing that was never accepted by the Queen was unsolicited gifts.
It's been wonderful to have. How lucky we get technology and I can speak to you all, which is splendid nowadays, isn't it?
There you have it. Hope you enjoyed learning about the duties of the late Queen Elizabeth II and the royal family. Be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this.